I'm Danielle Lowy, and I'm a compassion champ. I grew up in Los Angeles, and with regard to food, my childhood was like pretty much any other American. I was excited to go to McDonald's and get chicken McNuggets, barbecues with hamburgers, and really there was no restriction on what I ate or really no thought put into it. So the first time that I really sort of put two and two together as far as where this meat came from actually was when I watched Fern Gully, which was a movie that came out in the early 90s. And it basically was about rainforest destruction, the animals that lived in the rainforest, et cetera, and sort of putting human emotions or anthropomorphizing those rainforest animals made me start to realize that the cow on the milk carton was a living, breathing thing just like those rainforest animals. At a young age, and I'm gonna say it was about 7 or 8, I did bring up to my parents that I didn't want to eat animals. So I felt that it was important to not eat animals as a child because I think I connected on some level with animals as a child. I felt maybe helpless in the same ways that animals are, that I couldn't make decisions for myself. I was very stubborn and had a mind of my own at a very early age, so I would maybe have different ideas about what I wanted to do than my parents did. And that helplessness of not being able to self-determine was something that I really connected with animals about, because I could see, animals in cages at the zoo or animals in packages at the market and somehow related to that helplessness. So as an adult, I basically decided to go plant-based about 3 years ago, absolutely nothing from an animal. Really, the process of elimination was based on sort of learning about each individual animal and their species and finding out that actually chickens are really smart and they do have familial relationships, that cows do anticipate their own death, that they can smell it as they're going through the chutes to the slaughterhouse. So at vigils, where you go to bear witness to an animal or many, many animals' lives before they are sent in to slaughter, you look through the little holes in the transport trucks and you see them, and they look at you with these eyes that connect in such a deep way. Sorry, it's a hard thing to bear witness to, because your eyes connect you to somebody else's soul, and they look at you because they know. Nobody would be treated in that manner if something bad wasn't about to happen. So they understand that something terrible is about to happen to them. And you just look back at them with warmth in your eyes and the knowledge that there's nothing that you can do in that moment for that animal, for that individual. But the reason that I go and the reason that I do look into their eyes is because I am fighting for their kind. And I do think that they know that.